They offered me this in Braille, but as blind people go, I'm pretty rubbish and I can't read any of that nonsense. So, Lee, will you please do me the honours and read what is on that card?
I certainly will. For a whole month, I thought my neighbour was ignoring me, and he thought I was ignoring him, until he found out I was blind, and I found out he was deaf.
David's team. So, he's your next-door neighbour, is that right?
Do you need me to read it again?
Yeah. He's my neighbour, David.
Right.
There's 3 flats. I live in the middle, and he lives on the bottom.
And who lives upstairs?
A policeman.
And
he can't speak.
So, you thought he was being standoffish?
I thought he was being the rudest person that I've ever met. I was there, for example, on the day that he moved in, and I said hello to him, and he completely ignored me.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe he went...
Well, I don't know what you're doing, and that... Gabby, you have perfectly highlighted exactly what probably happened.
So, he's deaf?
Yes.
But he can see?
Yeah, otherwise he'd be in real trouble, really.
Just because, wouldn't he see you saying hello to him?
Over the course of a month, there were separate incidents where we each thought the other was being rude. So, the first time that he was moving in, he was carrying boxes into the house, and I was halfway up the stairs. I shouted hello to him, and he never said anything back to me. And I thought, that's a bit rude,
and
isn't
you
it?
knew he was there just through hearing. You heard the sound, and you knew, that'll be the new bloke arriving.
Contrary to popular belief, deaf people do make a noise. But other occasions, I would be outside, like, doing something with the car. I like packing the car, unpacking the car, maybe doing
Not driving the car.
No, my wife has to do that for entirely legal reasons, Rob. I reckon I could probably do the motorways if they had them things off the bowling alley down the side. A number of times, he'd come back to the flat and he'd, like, waved and smiled at me, and I'd not known he was there and completely blanked him. And then I'd heard him walk past and I'd shouted hello to him, but I was talking to his back then, and he never answered me. And this went on for quite a while, really.
How did it resolve itself? Yeah. Did the policeman intervene? And sort
I called the police and he came down. Yeah. And then I had a hunch he must be deaf. I guessed that was the only possible, plausible option.
I'm exactly like that with my audiences when they're not laughing.
I actually bumped into his mum, who was visiting, and I said, like, he's deaf, isn't he? And she said, yeah.
That's a bold opening gambit.
We have each other's mobile numbers now, and so we're able to
Hang on, let me think about this for a second. How does he answer the phone?
We have text messages, Lee.
Right, you know the next question, don't you?
So... My phone talks, it reads everything out, and if and just to give you an insight, even the emojis, if you use an emoji, it tells you what the emoji is, and the smiley face, the main smiley face, specifically for blind people, that one is called smiling face with normal eyes. Yeah. I don't know if I'm expected to use the smiling face with sunglasses, but turns out as well, which took me by surprise, that he's Australian, which you associated with the accent, don't you? But, like, he's just Australian in his head.
This is becoming odd.
I mean, if any of this is offensive, they don't have to put it on the subtitles.
John, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking, I don't know, I don't believe it.
You think he made that up?
What do you think, Gabby?
There's lots about it that I don't think is true.
You see, I believe it. I believe it, but
You believe it, they don't.
No, I'm not.
I'm not going to overrule my team, no.
No,
You haven't got the strength of character.
I do.
I don't feel strong enough about it to overrule.
No, I mean, it is plausible,
OK, we're going to say true.
Right, they're saying it's true. Chris, truth or lie?
It is 100% true.
To help me relax, there's nothing I like more than spending up to 4 hours.
Where's this going?
To help me relax, there's nothing I like more than spending up to 4 hours in what I like to call one of my special baths.
I rest my case.
Billy's team.
OK. What is this special bath?
A special bath is when the lights are down low,
Yeah?
a candle is lit,
Yeah?
there's bubbles or salts, either. I have been known sometimes to watch Will I Lie to You in the bath.
In the
Watch
bath?
us in the bath.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you see us in the bath?
No, he doesn't watch us in the bath.
Yeah.
He watches us in the bath.
I didn't know anyone knew we bathed together.
So, it's slightly annoying that I'm not watching this one in the bath now, because I'm sort of used to sitting with you all in the tub.
But you might in future watch this in the bath.
At some point.
So at the moment we're being watched by you.
It's like a particularly dull instalment of Back to the Future.
You say that, Rob, but for me, this is the most erotic conversation I've ever witnessed.
Yeah, but you are married to David. So the special bath involves candles, low light, iPad. Anything else?
I'll just sit there and I sort of sometimes have a glass of wine. You can float it in the water if you have I've perfected that.
Are we still talking about the wine?
Yes. Yes.
How do you float a glass of wine in the bath?
Well, you just balance
What are you
it.
resting it on?
It's simple physics. If you have the right amount of wine in it, it sits upright.
The stem must work as a sort of keel.
It does. It works.
Yeah.
You've done this before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, and then also sometimes I enjoy having cheese in there with me as well. Cheese?
What's that floating on?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because sometimes I have been known to fashion what I call a foil barge. Where the cheese sort of floats around, or sort of orbits me as I'm sat there with some crackers, maybe on the soap stand.
You're a very tall man.
Yes.
So do you have a very, very long bath?
No, I just sort of sit.
Yeah, 4 hours.
What are you thinking?
4 hours is extreme, but I've been known to spend 2 hours.
I don't know.
I think 4 hours is too long.
Yeah, I think,
Too
4
long.
hours is too long. I'd say lie.
It's a lie.
So it's a lie. OK, so Greg, truth or lie?
That is a true.
I once dumped my boyfriend on a plane, then parachuted straight out of the door to avoid dealing with the aftermath.
David's team.
Wow. So what was the plane? What was the context?
It was with the army. I was doing a sort of army exercise because I was being taken on by the Royal Engineers as a sapper, a celebrity sapper, and I had to detonate a bomb and all sorts of things. And one of the things was a parachute jump, and my boyfriend came with me sweetly.
Am I the only one who doesn't know what a sapper is?
No.
David,
like the army.
David has an awareness of the military. What is a sapper?
What do you mean I have an awareness of the military? A sapper is a sort of soldier.
Thank you. That's me.
Did you plan on breaking up with your boyfriend this trip?
It wasn't going well, and I thought I had been trying to work out the exact moment when it would be good, and he really wanted to come with me on the day, and to be honest, I wanted to go on my own because there's just going to be me and about
loads of soldiers.
1,000 soldiers.
We've all had days like that, Annika.
And as the day progressed, I just got more and more annoyed that he was there. And then we went up in the aeroplane, and he just said, "I don't think things are really going well. You seem a bit distant today." And I just said, "I don't think it's working."
And the man in charge was thinking, I hope she doesn't mean the parachute.
Was he then going to follow you? Was your boyfriend jumping?
No, he didn't have a parachute.
Oh, right.
So he
well, I hope he didn't just out of instinct follow you. Come back.
Is your love admin, do you think, a reasonable use of our defence budget? I mean... what? I mean,
what was the altitude when you jumped?
I don't know.
Well, you must... They didn't say.
Does 1,000 feet, 15... Who parachutes?
1,000 feet?
I would say 8 to 12 or something like that.
8 to 12 feet.
I find that quite challenging. What are you thinking? Is she telling the truth? Did this happen?
Well, I have one problem with this story, which is that if you're thinking you need to, end your relationship, that's potentially an embarrassing, awkward moment, something you might be inclined to put off. And one of the things, if I were you, I might be inclined to put it off until after, is the occasion when I have to jump out of an aircraft. Because
this is why there's never been a popular programme called Challenge David.
Well, yeah, but...
People would set you some brave challenges and you'd very calmly and rationally explain why you couldn't possibly do them.
No, but assuming, hypothetically, that I have agreed to jump out of an aircraft...
Yes.
Yeah.
I would not have that conversation just before I jumped out of the aircraft. I'd think, well, I might, look on the bright side, the fall might kill me, in which case I'd never have to have the conversation.
She did say that she hadn't planned to. It was because he said, you seem a bit distant.
Yes, but not as distant as she seemed a second later as she fell towards the ground.
Samson, what are you thinking?
I can't buy it. I would have just broken up with him on the ground.
I think it's almost certainly true.
Almost certainly true?
Yeah.
So what are you going to say, David?
I think it might be true.
Annika, jumping out of a plane and breaking up, was it true or was it a lie?
It was a lie.
Oh!
When I worked in a school, I locked another teacher in a cupboard to teach him a lesson.
Oh. What did you teach?
Humanities.
Humanities? I thought you were going to say humans, then. Humanities. What age were the kids? I'm checking out your teaching credentials before we get to the other bit of the story.
Yeah, all good. Secondary school kids.
Secondary school?
Yeah,
and where in the country was this?
In the West Midlands.
West Midlands, right, OK. You're a teacher, aren't you? Does all that stack up?
I'm not anymore, Lee.
You used to be a teacher, didn't you?
I'm a well-known comedian.
Are you? I genuinely thought you were a celebrity teacher, that's why you were here. I thought you were from that thing about teaching people in Yorkshire. Is that right?
Oh. Where did you do your teaching degree?
Never mind that. Where'd you do your comedy gigs? Why did you lock the other teacher in? Was it a cupboard?
Yeah, it was a humanities cupboard, yeah.
Why did you lock him in there?
Me and him had beef on site.
Had beef on what?
On site.
Is that a sandwich?
No. As soon as we locked eyes, I knew there was going to be an issue because he thought he was the most popular teacher amongst the kids. So I turned up at school, and within a week, I was the most popular teacher in school.
Big
he was
head.
very... Listen, I'm just saying...
What made you such a popular teacher?
I was like the Pied Piper of literacy. Kids would follow me around everywhere like, yo, thir.
That is quite a claim. Pied Piper of literacy? In the humanities department?
That's correct.
Ignore humanity. Come and read my novels, children!
Yeah, and so obviously the reputation's going around school, like, yeah, sir, taught me how to use full stops and that, he's a sick guy. So...
That is a sentence that has never been uttered by anybody under the age of 21. He taught me how to use full stops, he's a sick guy.
Yeah. How long did you lock him in a cupboard for?
Actually, here's part of the story that you need to know fundamentally. The reason why I chose him to lock him in the cupboard on that day is because I knew it would make him late for his lesson observation.
Observation?
Yes. So a lesson observation is essentially how teachers are judged on how good they are as teachers, yeah? It's not based on how you move these children on emotionally, spiritually, how you build them as human beings. It's a 15-minute window in which a waste man that can't teach themselves comes in and judges you. That's not right.
So you locked him in so he'd get into trouble on his Oh.
Yeah, I did. Should I tell you why?
Please do.
He started spreading a rumour amongst the senior leadership team that I wasn't marking my students' books.
Right. Is that bad?
I wasn't, but that's not the point. You know what I mean? Greg, no snitching on other teachers, right?
And what was the upshot of all of this? Did you let him out? Did he escape?
Is he still there?
No, I did let him out eventually. I just wanted to ensure that he was late for that lesson observation because that means you're looked upon very harshly by the senior leadership team that he had been snitching me out to. So, you know, fair's fair, square's square, you know what I'm saying?
If you were capable of locking a man in this cupboard, surely a kid could have got locked in there and it would have been a health and safety disaster.
Yeah, I banged a couple of them in there as well every now and then. But
All right, what are you thinking?
I'm saying it's true.
Lucy? Do you need rebooting?
I'm going to say it's a lie.
Are you?
I just find it implausible.
Do you believe people can have beef on site?
I'm persuadable. I don't feel so strongly about it.
Well, they say it's true.
You can say it's true. OK. Guz, were you just telling us the truth or were you telling us a lie?
I was telling...
I once broke into a convent and stole food from some nuns.
Please do.
When did this happen?
When I was hungry. Quite hungry. Which was when I was young and didn't have any money.
How young?
18, 19.
Was it just you, or was there anyone else involved?
A friend helped me.
And what did you steal?
I stole vegetables.
Vegetables?
Stole
When was
vegetables?
it? Is it the 19th century?
Oh, because that's nuns. Nuns grow things in gardens.
Well, they do on TV, but in real life they go to Asda.
All nuns grow vegetables.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
No.
I can't imagine a nun not growing vegetables.
Yeah. If you can name a nun who doesn't grow vegetables, then go ahead.
Trevor Nunn.
What I did was, while she distracted them at the door, I snuck round into their garden, which they do have, it's not just on TV, and stole vegetables.
Dug them up?
No, you don't dig up all vegetables. There are some hanging.
Like what?
Beans.
You're milking a cow now. Is there a cow there as well? Don't worry, we'll get some milk while we're at it. So you lived near this nunnery?
No, we had to drive there.
Why, if you were poor, did you have a car?
She had a car.
Right, so...
How did you get 2 syllables out of poor? Syllables than there are letters.
How far was the car journey, Jennifer?
About 40 minutes, I suppose.
You drove for 40 minutes? That's doing a heist.
It was a heist.
It would have cost you more in petrol than to just go and buy potatoes and tomatoes.
Not in 1980, no. Petrol was quite cheap then.
What do you think? Does this sound as though it could be true?
No way.
So, Steph, you think it's a lie. Joe,
Yeah.
which way?
Yeah, I think it's a lie.
I think it's true.
No.
Just the one syllable.
What, that you...
was waiting for the rest of it.
So what's it going to be?
I have to go with the majority, even though I feel it's true.
OK, they say it's a lie. Jennifer, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
I was telling the truth.
I once spent a pleasant afternoon riding around topless on a motorbike.
Please, team.
Hang on. Where were you going on this motorbike?
That is the last question I'd have thought of.
Very practical.
Wow.
Yes, he's practical.
We've got different angles, me and you, haven't we?
Indeed, yes.
Who were you with?
A friend.
Was he riding in you at the back or the other way around?
I beg your pardon?
What was the man's name, Esme?
It was, Phil.
Phil.
Phil?
And what relationship were you to Phil?
He was my boyfriend.
So he was your boyfriend. When was this? I mean, just give us an approximation.
Oh, decades ago.
How many decades?
Oh, no.
No what?
Don't make us say that.
All right, which century?
The last century.
Is that worse? Is that worse?
Definitely worse.
I'm not good at these things. What about...
He's a very, very rude man.
What's he wearing?
I don't remember.
Well, let me rephrase the question. Did he have anything out?
Well, he had his arms out.
Can you first of all tell us why you decided to go to... Was it just because you were being devil-may-care?
Well, I'd been sunbathing.
Really?
Right.
In my knickers.
Just your knickers?
Well, no, actually, I had a scarf tied around my top.
Oh, and then you took that off on the motorbike. That's very dangerous. Could have got caught in the wheels.
I'll tell you what, if my idea earlier would have been that Phil had something out, he could have caught that in the wheels, couldn't he?
I don't know who this Phil is, but he's very impressive. You should never have done it.
So you are lying, sunbathing, and he suggests, why don't we go for a spin on the bike?
Yep.
You jump on the back of the bike, and at this point you've got the improvised bra thing on. So when you start riding, it's on. At what point in the journey did you decide to get rid of the scarf? And where did you put it?
Well, what happened is, because we were going so fast, the scarf fell round my waist.
You were holding on to him, I guess. So you weren't in a position to put it back on?
No.
And how long did this last?
About 45 minutes, an
45
hour.
minutes? Where was this in the world?
Surrey.
Oh. I know Surrey well.
Yeah.
Whereabouts in Surrey?
I think it was called Bug Hill.
Right.
Do you know Bug Hill?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, OK.
I'll never forget, it's where I once saw a topless motorbike.
So I suppose, in a way, though, they're not totally exposed to the elements.
How big are they?
Well, I don't know.
So it's a very windy day if they're out there.
Tell you that...
Not very nice.
You were doing the size of them.
I wasn't going like...
You were doing this?
They weren't... I was actually just... I don't know how big the scarf was. I don't know about these matters.
What are you thinking, Vicky?
I think it's true.
You think it's true as well?
I think she's a wild child.
I really enjoyed it. It felt like an episode of Heartbeat.
It did a bit, didn't it?
Yeah. I'm going to go with my team. If both my team members say it's
Well,
true.
it was my gut feeling.
OK, so you're saying that it's true.
OK.
Esme, was it the truth or was it a lie?
It was true.
Yeah! Before being allowed out to play... Very good. Before being allowed out to play, my mum used to write my address on my forehead and felt-tip pen.
What age were you?
Sort of 6, 7, 8.
So how many lines of the address, or was it just a postcode?
She wrote the house number. Yeah. And the name of the street.
Did any other mums in your street do the same thing, or were you the only...
I had not returned home on a number of occasions and not found the house. She said, if you do this again, I'm going to write the name of the house on your forehead.
I think the idea was that a neighbour or a kindly person would see it
and say, come here, little fella.
Yeah.
I'll take you home.
What a foolproof scheme.
Some kindly fella with a big black hat and a net. Lollipops, lollipops.
She had a cruel side to her.
So how many times did you, as it were, disappeared, and for how long?
Well, there's sort of 3 in a row.
And how many times in a row?
3.
Did you go away from your street and you couldn't remember where your street was, or could you not remember which house was yours?
It was a house.
You couldn't remember which house was yours?
The key was the house, because they were like span houses, and they all looked the same.
Right.
They all had pampas grass outside.
And you're wandering around on your own.
It's a swingers joke.
And... yeah, I've still got your keys, by the way. And you're wandering...
I've still got your wife.
I was wandering lonely as a cloud.
At 6 years old?
Yeah, 6, 7, 8.
And so how many times was the address felt tipped onto you?
I told you that, 3.
No, you told me that it was 3 occasions that you'd got lost, which led to the felt tipping policy. Now,
Yeah,
this,
I remember
is what
it.
I call an inconsistency.
What do you do with your kids, Lee? Because you've got a young family. How do you keep track of them?
Well, I write on their head, but I put the wrong address on.
Kiri, do you think he's telling the truth?
I do, because his demeanour's changed and he's like a little boy who's been told off.
He's adorable, isn't he?
He is,
He's an actor as well.
Yeah.
Do we think it's true, do we? I think there was one thing that Simon said that made me think it was true, and that was, you said, like, your mum was a bit spiteful or something like that. You thought that's one of the reasons why she did.
She's going to enjoy this when she watches it.
Yeah, it's a sort of... It is a shaming thing,
Yeah,
isn't
it is, absolutely.
This idiot doesn't know where he lives. It's like,
What do you think, now that Jeremy Kyle's gone, we've got a new show to replace him.
So you're going to say it's...
we're going to say it's true.
OK, you're saying it's true. Simon, was it true
that my mother used to write my address on my forehead when I was 6 or 7 was a lie?
I once had to break into my own flat halfway through a haircut.
David. Oh, interesting. So, tell us the scenario.
I was having a haircut.
Where were you having a haircut?
On the doorstep of my flat.
Now, that's an unusual location to have a haircut.
You know why? Because he didn't want to clean the hair that was on the floor in the flat, so it's outside, so just to push it...
Yeah, I can understand why you might
have... The more work you can do for me, Fred, the more... thank you very much. Yes, that's why.
Why weren't you in a hairdresser's or barber shop?
Do you want to take this one, Fred? Appreciate that. Didn't have much money at the time, and my flatmate was pretty sure that she could cut my hair. She was pretty confident.
But why outside?
Because if you do it inside, you've got to sweep up all the hair. It's too messy. We thought if we did it outside, we wouldn't have to do that.
But was there a plug?
Huh?
Was there a plug outside? Was it clippers, scissors?
Oh, it was just scissors. That's all we had.
So it was an acoustic, as it were.
Yeah, it was an acoustic haircut, unplugged session.
What was the haircut?
Well, it was meant to be something close to this, but as it got interrupted halfway through, so it ended up that it was short at the front, short at the back, and kind of like that at the side, like quite long. Like someone took a mullet and went like that.
Yeah.
So she wasn't trained as a hairdresser?
In no way, shape or form.
And you did not mind that she was going to cut your hair?
It was an adventure.
Were you high?
Was I?
High?
No, we were on the bottom of the flat. We were...
I love that.
Thank you, Lee. Thank you very much.
They don't respect this kind of stuff, but I love that.
Now, you said that you were interrupted. What was the interruption?
Oh, well, we realised that we'd locked ourselves out the flat because a cat wanted to get in the front door. Asked each other, you got your keys? Neither of us had brought our keys out.
Was it your cat?
No, it wasn't our cat. It was just a cat wanted to get in the door, and we weren't going to be like, who you visiting?
So this is not the door to your flat. This is a door to the block of flats.
Yeah, we were outside, like outside.
So which floor did you live in?
I think we're on the 3rd floor.
So how did you get up there?
We asked some builders for a ladder. asked them first, and they said no. And then my friend asked them, and they said yes. And at the time, I was all like, oh, I was a bit stupid. And I was like, oh, they're just letting you because you're a girl. And then she pointed out, you've got half a haircut and no shoes on.
Did you consider, when you noticed you've been locked out,
yes.
did you consider finishing the haircut before trying to get back in?
I had to be in central London quite soon for a gig. And my wallet and everything was in the flat. I wouldn't be able to travel there, so I needed to act now. So I couldn't finish the haircut. Luckily, I'm a comic and I'm allowed to look silly.
All right, what are you thinking?
I don't think so. Why would you get somebody to cut your hair with scissors? I mean, if it was clippers and you had a haircut like me, I'd understand, but with scissors...
I mean, it's got to be a lie.
My team think it's a lie. I can see why they think it's a lie.
You're happy to go with lie?
We're happy to go with lie.
OK. James, were you telling the truth, or was it a lie?
I was telling the truth.
Possession.
Under the desk, there is a box. Could you pop the box onto the desk, and before you show us what's in there, read the card out.
The object in this box is on display in my bathroom, but I'm too scared to touch it. For that reason, David will now reveal it.
David, could you take out what's in the box?
Oh, OK.
Yeah.
Is that a tarantula?
Yeah. I got it when I went on a course.
What course?
If you don't like spiders. And then that is your, like, party bags. Like party bags.
I see. A phobia course.
Yeah.
You can put it down if you like. We've seen a lot of it, and we don't want to scare people.
So the course was, what, a week long? 2 weeks?
No, it was like a full day.
And how did you find out about this course? Where was it? I don't say on the web. I'm not going to accept that.
I'd heard about it. The word on the street. Are you scared? Are you nervous?
Yeah. So you go for this course.
You go for this course, and then at the end, what they say...
Never mind the end. How does it start?
OK, welcome. That's how...
Not literally how does it start. I don't want every bit of detail. Just tell us the first thing they do to overcome the fear of spiders.
So they come in and...
No, you go back to the beginning bit again. I don't want the coming in bit, because now you've gone further back than the hello bit.
They say, thank you for coming. What's quite nice is that you're with other people who are scared of these little creatures, so you all find bonding, like, hi, I'm Claudia, I'm scared. Big ones or little ones or furry ones or, like, archy ones. You know, there are all kinds of different...
Spiders.
Yes.
And... what do they do? And I'm only going to ask you one more time, Claudia. What do they do?
No, what they do. OK, good. I'll tell you what they said on the course, which was absolutely compelling, which was, you are not alone.
You're not alone. There are spiders everywhere.
Did they do sort of aversion therapy, perhaps, where you were confronted with spiders?
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Never give them the answers.
That is exactly what happened.
Yeah.
We had to meet spiders.
Right.
Correct.
You've just been fed that information, and that's the first...
No, that's
after you've answered every question so far, they said hello. Yeah. On this course, they say hello 13 times.
And then even when you get to the aversion therapy, it's still a form of hello, because you get to meet some spiders.
Can you tell us one thing they did on the course?
Oh, we all had we had a lovely lunch.
What did they do?
One technique that they did. Anything.
We met them and we made
Did you get to hold them?
And they were crawling on us and, like, being all cuddly and soft.
But you're not saying the cuddly stuff because you're still scared of them.
Oh, yeah, I am still scared.
I mean, this has got to be the worst lie in the history of this programme.
So what do you think? Is Claudia telling the truth?
I think that she's lying, and if she's telling the truth, I'm not having it. Because if she's telling the truth, she is contractually obliged to tell us something, as opposed to every question being answered with, hello, and then you in there, and cuddly, warm, all over, and I just, with the thing, and I can't because it is, and that's the way we are on the road. That doesn't constitute an answer, does it?
It's definitely a lie. Goodbye. It's a lie.
You're saying a lie. OK, so, Claudia Winkleman, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
It is totally true.
I was once dragged into the headmaster's office after I was caught leaning out of a window and firing a cream egg into my friend's mouth with a catapult.
Was this when you were a teacher or a pupil?
I'm ashamed to say it was when I was a teacher.
So, can you describe the setup?
I was teaching in a drama studio on the ground floor, and I could see my friend who was teaching economics on the second floor at the end of the building.
So it's across... Is there, like, a courtyard in between?
Yeah, playground.
Playground, and...
You went to different schools, didn't you? Satnav, did the moat not get in the way, or was it... Right, goody, the bell's gone, let's go to the courtyard.
OK, You're firing over the croquet lawn.
I'd confiscated a catapult that morning from a child.
OK.
I was in my drama studio. There's an office. I closed the door and let the children do whatever they used to do in my lessons. And I hung out of the window. I saw my friend, Gavin.
Yeah.
And I went... It was the height of summer.
Right.
So Gavin is in the middle of an economics lesson, and he goes, oh, there's my friend. Gosh, he's holding an unwrapped cream egg. And he goes...
It wasn't quite that instinctive. I waved the catapult at him, and he was baffled at first. And then I could see him distracting his children by setting them some mundane task. Then I revealed the unpeeled egg.
Which, by now, by the way, hashtag height of summer, melting. They melt very fast.
Here's the thing, Claudia. I genuinely had a mini fridge in my office because... I did, because I regularly abused the drama budget. I'm sorry, but I was very bored. I bought a mini fridge. And just to add colour, I'll tell you this, I bought a top-of-the-range DVD player and I swapped it for one that my grandmother had given me. Took a really nice one home. Separate story.
Can we say that we believe that story?
That's the story. I've got a technical question about the window.
Yeah.
Good.
Because in schools, windows only open to a very small certain point, so the kids can't jump
Especially
out.
on the second floor.
Wow, how rough was the old school that you taught?
Really bad.
You couldn't, only in case they jumped out.
Yeah, just in case they jumped out and drowned in the moat. So basically... you've got that window will only open to a certain point.
Yeah. Right. The window did only open half, so Gav had to get on his knees and position his head. His head virtually filled the amount of window that was open. It was a slide-up window.
Where was the headmaster at this point? Walking through playground/courtyard?
He was in his office, I imagine, pretending to do work.
Oh.
And here is the thing that will convince you one way or the other straight away. Gavin... I would say it was 25 foot, and Gavin did catch it in his mouth.
What are they saying?
You lot are going to feel so stupid if that's a lie.
What do you think, David's team? Does it ring true for you?
I do believe the lie is being packaged with real stuff. So, confiscation of the...
The mini fridge is true.
Yeah.
True.
The confiscation... Yeah.
Everything around the lie is true, but the lie is still a lie.
OK, let's go. Let's go.
We'll go lie.
You're saying it's a lie. Greg, was it the truth or was it a lie?
There were elements of truth, but yes, damn you, it was a lie.
I was once unable to wave at Prince Charles because I was holding a wounded seagull.
Please, team.
Is that your nickname for David?
I think it might be.
First of all, why were you holding a wounded seagull?
I was taking it to a vet.
Right.
Can I ask, where was this and what was the event that Prince Charles was attending?
It was in London. I saw him out of the window of my car.
You were driving?
Initially, the seagull was on the passenger seat.
Right.
But it got a bit jumpy.
I've seen you drive.
So I picked it up because I was worried it would flap around the car.
So basically you're driving like Rod Hull?
It was wrapped in a blanket.
Why did you have an injured seagull in your car?
I'd seen an injured seagull in the road.
Yeah.
And I picked it up to take it to a vet. Prince Charles was standing on the steps of a town hall, a grand building, and he waved, I suppose...
He waved at you?
Well, I think he was waving more generally. I felt I should wave, but that would have required letting go of the seagull.
Did the seagull get treated by the vet? Did the seagull recover? Do you know where the seagull is now?
To keep in touch. He's here tonight.
The vet practice accepted the seagull for treatment. I don't know what became of it.
And then you just left him there?
Yes.
Well, let me tell you what happened to that seagull. Before you got back into your car... Sorry, that was a duck.
Can I just ask you a question? Have you hosted a light entertainment programme before?
They were very nice about it. I said I found this little creature in the road. I let them keep the blanket.
How sentimental was the blanket?
Not very.
So what does David hold now when he's stressed?
Have you always had a soft spot for wounded animals?
Yes.
All right. What do you think, Asim? Is she telling the truth?
I kind of want to believe it because it's a lovely story, but I don't know.
If he really waved at her, she's dropping the seagull, she's waving back. So at least she'd have lifted the seagull a bit and gone...
Going, look, can't wave, seagull.
Don't worry, it's not a swan.
So what's it going to be, Lee?
Say it's a lie.
You're going to say it's a lie. OK. Victoria, were you just telling us the truth, or were you telling us a lie?
It was true.
Whoa!
Victoria doesn't know this. But on those very rare occasions that she does something I find irritating, I get my own back by sneaking upstairs and moving her bookmarks.
Please, T.
When you say Victoria doesn't know this, surely when she goes to the book to read the book and she goes where the bookmark is, there must be lots of instances where she's thinking, am I losing my mind? I'm not following this book. Or
Yes, that's exactly what she thinks.
That's the plan. Yeah. Victoria, when you're reading a book, do you ever sometimes have that feeling of being lost? Do you ever have
I
a
have
feeling
sometimes opened a book and thought I didn't think that's where I was.
How many books are you reading at the same time?
I mean, 7 or 8.
David, how many books does Victoria read at the same time?
Oh, I'd put it between 6 and 9.
And do they tend to be fiction, non-fiction?
Yes, those are the main two.
And what are the things you said, sometimes rare occasions, Victoria does something that...
I don't want to go into that.
I mean, far away.
No, I don't want to go into
What
that.
sort of things are we talking about?
No, just behavioural things. just the simplest things to do with things she's said or done. That's
Maybe
what it
when
is.
I ask you what the weather's going to be like, and I go, what do you think it's going to be? And you go, I don't think anything. I've looked at the weather forecast, and what it says is this.
Little things like, yeah. Essentially, she holds me responsible for the weather forecast, as if I've made it.
No, she doesn't. She says, what do you think the weather's going to do? Perfectly reasonable.
It's not perfectly reasonable.
What?
She's got access to the weather forecast on her own phone. It's just, these are meteorologists. Sometimes they get it right, sometimes they get it wrong. I'm just reading it out.
They are physically sitting further apart, have you noticed?
Is there anything, Victoria, that you might do to David if he'd annoyed you? What would your retaliation be if, indeed, he is moving...
Well, he might find out.
Incidentally, I've been feeling weaker and weaker over the...
OK, OK, what are you going to say?
I believe in their relationship. I must be just the most naive person here because I want to...
in it.
I am. I'm emotionally invested in their relationship, and I do think David's a nice guy, and I don't think he would do that because that really would upset her.
So what we're saying is if it's true, it's a really unpleasant thing and a really bad indictment on their marriage.
Yes.
Well, this has taken a nasty turn, hasn't it?
What's it going to be? I don't want it to be true, but...
Oh, I do.
You think it's...
I want his life to fall apart. This would be such fun.
I think it's true. I don't want it to be true. I'm trying to, see the real person. I think he's a nice guy.
Now, the David I know, I don't think this is unpleasant enough.
Well, you know him way more
Yeah, but
than
also,
we know.
David doesn't like you. He loves. So it's a different relationship.
That's true, yeah. But he doesn't hate me, right?
No. Even though, Lee, you on television have said you want my marriage to fall apart, I still find you an adequate colleague.
Can I ask you a question, David?
Yeah.
Are you still writing for Clinton cards?
It's time to decide. What are you going to say?
I'm going to say true, but I don't want it to be true.
It can't.
Sorry.
It's a lie.
It's got to be a lie because it's an awful, awful thing to do.
It is.
You're saying it's a lie.
I really
Because
hope it's a
nobody
lie.
would do that.
If this is the truth, it's awful.
It really is. They're saying it's a lie. David, is it true or is it a lie?
It is a lie.
I once stripped naked, then accidentally climbed into bed with my father-in-law.
Beastie,
were you drunk?
Yes.
Was it his bed or was it a spare bed in your house?
It was our bedroom in our house, and they'd been babysitting. And so I noticed another presence in the bed, which I assumed to be my wife.
Yeah.
And
well,
so
lovely thing to say about your wife.
Well, sorry, love, it's just that you look like, your dad. It was dark. It was dark. She'd gone to bed before me, and she said, watching telly,
What were you watching, just out of interest?
I can't remember that.
What time was it?
4 o'clock in the morning.
4 o'clock in the morning, probably repeats of this on Dave.
So this is your bed. Where were you then? Were on sofas downstairs?
No, we were in the spare room.
So that's lovely. You've given up your superior bed for the in-laws.
Yeah.
Lee, what do you do when your in-laws come round?
I make up a really lovely, lovely bed with lovely silk sheets and a lovely thing and put that in the shed.
So you've come into bed. You think that your wife, she's gone ahead of you.
I thought it should be spark out.
Spark out in the bed.
Yeah. And I've often done this journey in the dark. So she's often in bed before me.
Yes.
And I know what to do. I can do it in the dark. With the clothes off, round the side of the bed, leap in, give her a snuggle.
Oh, did you give her a snuggle?
I went to give her a snuggle.
Oh, no, naked?
Naked.
Which way was he facing?
Thank God he was the other way. I spooned him.
You spooned him?
Like that makes it better. I think it's worse.
I think you'd have to have done it both ways to know which was worse.
That's true. Were you spooning in the way you spoon when you want to have a cuddle as you go to sleep? Or were you spooning in a way which was hoping to just nudge her awake?
Luckily...
There's a subtle difference between those two.
I know that's all different. But luckily I wasn't quite that excited yet.
Yes!
No. Oh, my word. It's quick, though. I mean, honestly, I whip it back, the thing, I jump in, I go for the spoon, and as I'm sort of approaching the body in the bed, I hear John, and I literally flew out of bed, and then the lamp went on, and I'm trying to put my underpants back on.
Oh, you're completely naked?
Yeah, the whole thing. I'm trying to get my twisted, fell over. It was like a comedy. It was ridiculous.
Why would you go to the effort of trying to put your underpants on in front of them?
Because I was naked.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't do it in front of them. This is right.
Just grab them and leave.
That's the sort of strategic decision you make when you're used to doing that. The first time, you can very easily actually think I both want to leave and dress myself and make the mistake of trying to do the two things at once.
Yeah. And what happened in terms of the father-in-law?
He was very, very lovely about it, and he went, one too many last night? And I went, yeah. And that was it.
What are you thinking? Is it striking you as true?
That's definitely possible. I believe he has issues with alcohol.
I'm going true.
You're saying true?
Yeah, yeah.
OK. I will go with my team and blame them.
And say it's true. OK. John, were you telling us the truth, or were you telling us a lie?
It is, in fact, sadly, true.
I once ignored a fireman's order to evacuate a building because I assumed he was just a bloke in fancy dress.
Please, team.
OK, when was this?
When I was at university in 1841.
Were you the only person who didn't leave?
No, I don't think so. It was a student party. It was sort of fancy dress.
Oh, you were all in fancy dress?
OK. Yeah.
What had you gone as?
I think I took a pretty easy option and I went as a Roman.
Well, what were you wearing?
Yeah.
A sheet.
It's not a Roman.
Oh, not a Roman soldier, just someone who's around in the Roman era.
A senator, not a centurion.
A Roman or a ghost?
So, first of all, where was the fire? Was it in your room?
Well, it was a fire alarm. I wasn't in the proper party, but I was in my room with the door shut.
So how did the firefighter get in touch with you if you were locked away in your own room?
Well, he banged on the door and went, "Fire service."
With all due respect to your sheet, you must have been quite impressed with his costume.
I was.
How did the conversation go?
Right, I was in my room with someone else. We were busy.
Who were you?
Is this how the fire started? Because I know what you're like, Joe. You like to set fire to them.
Actually, we were revising.
Oh, right. What was he dressed as? You were a Roman. What was this other person?
He wasn't dressed as anything.
So there's a banging. And
there's a banging on the door.
And you stand up. Now, Joe, I expect better of David,
Rob.
who was the first person to titter. Let's try and have a level tonight, please. Joe, there was a banging.
On the door.
Banging,
yes.
banging, banging, banging. And then you heard the door. What happened?
What happened was this guy shouted, "Fire, please leave the building," right?
Yes.
So I just thought it was some drunk bloke mucking about.
Yes, yes.
So I said, "Could you please go elsewhere?"
What was your gentleman caller's reaction? Or was he still unconscious?
My gentleman caller was the same as me, very entertained.
What do you think, Henning? Is she telling the truth, yeah?
There is a few inconsistencies in that story.
Like?
Well, the thing about the fire, I don't believe.
We can stop there, then.
It's not, to be fair, an inconsistency, is it? There's nothing inconsistent about it. It's just it either happened or it didn't. It's not like a fire and I was in a lake. That would be an inconsistency.
So you're picking holes in Henning's command of the English language.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should continue the rest in German to give him a fighting chance, yeah? Simon, what are you thinking?
Part of me thinks it could possibly be a lie.
You're going to say lie because you think that the story has got inconsistencies?
Yeah.
I'm just trying to annoy David now.
I think I go with Simon.
So you're going to say it's a lie?
Oh, absolutely. With them kind of inconsistencies.
OK. Joe, were you telling us the truth or were you telling a lie?
It was, in fact, the truth.
I consider myself a trained vigilante. And
I don't think you need to read anymore.
And and enjoy clamping down on passengers who break my strict code of conduct.
David. OK, what's the code of conduct, Henning?
I just think when you travel on public transport, you have to consider others.
Oh, was it... You consider yourself a train vigilante or trained vigilante?
No, train.
Train.
Oh, train.
I thought you said train.
No, I thought you said train.
Yeah.
Would you, for the sake of some of the dimmer panellists, would you read it again, please?
I thought you said trained.
I have to be honest, I thought you said trained as well.
I think maybe you did say trained vigilante. How many people here think he said trained?
Would you please read it again?
Brexit doesn't make me leave, but you lot definitely. I consider myself a choo-choo vigilante and enjoy clamping down on passengers who break my strict code of conduct.
It's interesting you said clamping down. What would you clamp down on?
What I would consider out of orderness.
So can we just run a couple past you?
Yeah.
Someone with their feet up on the seat.
They might get a stern look.
OK.
What else don't you like? Give him another example.
So imagine I'm sitting there. Imagine I'm sort of a large, threatening figure.
My God, David, give us a minute. Oh.
And I'm playing some... You know, some frightening popular music. Yeah, absolutely. Some Rachmaninoff. And it's very loud on my phone there in front of me. What do you say to me?
I'll do the music, right? You can nod your head, and you, Henning, can walk over and tell him. OK? So first of all...
What I do is...
I haven't started the music yet.
Rachmaninoff, yeah?
It's Rap-maninoff.
Train speed it up.
And Rob, that's beatboxing, that's not rap. Sorry. Am I right?
I get up in the morning and I have some tea. I like to drink some tea.
That's not rapping either.
And that's not... And also, rhyming is not the same if you just use the same words twice. I like to have some tea because I like to have tea.
Wow. I was under a lot of pressure.
You ever thought of doing the new Eminem film? You can have a proper battle.
I see a really imposing figure.
Yeah, that's me.
For now, just stay there.
I'll have a look what the numbers are. And the rest of the carriage. How confident I am. Nah, he's too big.
All right, Kiri, do you think that Henning's been telling the truth?
No. No, of course not. I think it would take a lot of confidence to walk over to someone on any train carriage and just say to a stranger, be quiet. I don't think... I mean, it's a nice possible way. I don't think you've got it in you.
I agree with Kiri. I think probably not, actually.
You think not? Oh. I think we don't think it's true.
No.
You're going to say it's a lie?
Yeah.
OK. Henning, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
Well, to the best of my knowledge, this story is true.
While trying to bring history to life, I reduced a child to tears.
David's tea.
OK. How did you reduce the child to tears?
Well, it's quite a long story. I was...
Well, at least you're rattling through it.
What a supportive team captain you are.
Don't be bullied by him, Lucy. But do get on with it.
We were in Birmingham making a history documentary about chamber pots. And we were in little houses where working people had lived in the 19th century. And I was in bed with my chamber pot and...
What?
I'm assuming this is for, as it were, a scene in the documentary.
Yes,
this
yes,
wasn't the accommodation for
That's
the...
right. And in the bed with me were a load of kids from the local school.
Huh?
And they were very quiet and very shy.
Well, it was an odd situation for them, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I was trying to explain to them what a chamber pot was. And inside the chamber pot, to make it more... believable... we had put some ginger beer.
Oh.
OK. I went,
we were expecting worse, be honest.
Yeah.
You had the chamber pot
I had the
full
chamber
of ginger
pot
beer.
full of ginger beer,
Yes.
and I was showing it
Full?
to these...
Brimming?
Had you warmed it up to make it really realistic?
Why are you crying?
They're not crying yet.
So you showed them the
I
ginger
showed
beer?
them it, and they were still got nothing back. They were just looking a bit kind of frightened. And in desperation, I drank the ginger beer. And that's when they started crying.
Was it not a horrible moment when the producer came up to you as you were doing it and said, "We couldn't get any ginger beer"?
How many children were there in the bed?
7 or 8, and they all started crying and had to be
all
taken
of them
away.
started to cry.
They had
Well,
to be
of
taken away
course
by
they
their
did.
chaperone.
A woman had just drunk 5 pints of wee in front of them.
I drank it purely to get a reaction.
So they're sobbing,
Yeah.
you're quite windy after drinking 5 pints. You're like, "Ugh, sorry, guys.
I love it's become fact that it was 5 pints.
You damn
It would be quite a slow process. Essentially, more than a yard of ginger beer.
What was the name of the programme? Chamber Pots - A Closer Look.
It was called If Walls Could Talk, An Intimate History of Your Home.
Oh, damn, I missed it.
True.
You see, that's... Yeah, that's
that
you
came
said
out
you
very fast.
Yeah, early on, this was a history of the chamber pot, which doesn't sound plausible. No. But the chamber pot is one of the elements of the 19th century home. That's more plausible.
All right. What are you thinking?
I'm
not
happy
sure.
to say true, and if it's a lie, so be it.
Yes,
I mean,
exactly.
I can live with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
You're going to say
true. We're going to say true, and when it turns out to be a lie, we can live with it.
We'll all be fine.
All right. Lucy, were you telling the truth, or were you telling a lie?
Credulous fools. Actually, I am telling the truth.
After an incident in a hotel room, the crew of Celebs Go Fishing wrongly believed I was having a breakdown.
David's team.
I mean, it might be the truest thing I've ever heard, Les. Who were you on with, Les?
There was, let me see, Ian Botham, Fern Britton, Linford Christie, and lovely Shane Lynch from Boyzo.
So you're doing this fishing show, and what
show.
happens?
And one day I had to go back to my hotel room because the next job I was doing was a TV drama. So I had to go and do a Zoom read-through.
It's a tribute to your versatility, I must say, that on the one hand...
I thought you were going to say, a man of his age could use Zoom.
It's a tribute.
It's a tribute to... As a man like you can even turn a computer on.
So I went back to the hotel room and I set Zoom...
What sort of hotel, Les? Mid-range, budget?
No, a really lovely individual boutique.
Lovely.
We were in Scotland.
So, and they got it right?
Yeah.
Because some hotels, they get
Rob,
it wrong.
Really, really lovely.
Rob, are you doing an interview for a website?
I'm getting some colour. I'm getting some background.
So the runner took me from the fishing in my waders back
Linford Christie took you... That's above and beyond. Brilliant.
So the lovely runner took me back to the hotel, and I had said that I would be ready to go back in about an hour.
Right.
So somebody was going to come and pick me up to take me back fishing. So I'm on this video call, and I've done very well because I'm on quite early. And you know that thing when you...
I think you said, I've done very well because I've been working since the late 70s. It's a really top-of-the-range laptop, actually, because I've done very well.
So I'm on this video conference call.
Right.
And it gets about halfway in, and I've got my big scene with an actor who's playing a bully. And I think it was the production manager that knocked on the door ready to get me back. But I was right in the zone thinking, no, I'm just going to ignore and I'm going to carry on with this scene. So she heard me go, Sean, you've been like this since we were kids, ever since that time with the lads in the garage. And I'm not putting up for it. You're a bully. You're an absolute bully, and you're nothing but a coward.
Can I just say... I'll tell you what, all I can say is thank God it was a straight offer and not an audition.
So you're shouting and screeching, yeah.
And she's thinking, oh, my God, Les Dennis is having a breakdown.
Oh.
And so she goes downstairs to call the producer. I find out later. And she calls and says, I think Les is having a bit of trouble because he's wandering around his room shouting to this bloke called Sean. And there's clearly nobody there. It's just him ranting on his own.
And the producer's going, oh, not again.
What are you thinking, Lou?
I think it's truth.
You don't just think it's true, you think it's truth.
I think it's true. But then again, I'm not really sure.
What do you think?
I believe anything Les says.
Well, that could be a weakness in our position playing this game tonight. David, you are captain of the team. What are you going to say? They think it's true.
I think it's true as well. And if it's not true, I can only hope that you will be offered a drama like that if you haven't already been, because that was a great audition for it. So.
Les, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
I would like to say that I was telling the truth.
Oh.
OK, well, I'm still blind. Neither of my PPIs work. David, would you save us all a lot of time and read my card out for me, please?
Gladly. During lockdown, I bought a pogo stick to use as a home school teaching aid.
Right, Lee's team.
OK, so, Chris, have you got children?
Just the one.
And this was for, what, your homeschooling PE or something?
Yes. When we did homeschooling, we split up the tasks. I was in charge of PE and maths, and my wife was in charge of reading and art for obvious reasons.
And what age is your child?
During lockdown, she was 6.
And do you do anything else for PE or just pogo stick?
I'm quite a lazy guy, Lee. So I realised that when you're on a pogo stick and you're bouncing away, what you're trying to do is see how many you can do.
How many repetitions without touching the ground?
Yeah, and maths is also...
You have to touch the ground, Lee, to be fair. Otherwise it's levitating, which we still haven't mastered.
I appreciate you said it for comic effect, Rob, but you know exactly what I meant.
Well, what I tried to do is I realised that how many is also what you do often in maths. And I could consolidate all of my teaching efforts into one tidy little package of minimal effort. So I invented pogo maths.
OK.
And you just shout out some sums and they have to bounce out the answers.
But are they experienced in pogo sticking? Because it's quite hard.
Well, I mean, it does help if you can use a pogo stick first, so you have to get over that hurdle, but that's, you know...
You have to get over a hurdle as well.
I appreciate you said that for comic effect.
Thank you, Rob.
We have a pogo stick.
Yeah, well, it's Chris's card. Make him do it.
I don't think the BBC's got enough money to cover the insurance on this.
Don't worry, I've got this covered, Chris. Like the card, let David do it for you.
There is a pogo stick behind you, I believe.
Oh, my gosh.
There it is. Don't do it there, and make sure you're 2 metres away from me.
Right.
Down you go. Now, Chris...
Hang on, let me have a practice go first.
He's not doing it, Chris.
This is going really well, Chris. Dead easy.
Are you ready?
Yes.
What is 8 minus 5?
OK. The problem I've got now is if I bounce and fall off after, say, 2, you don't know if I'm bad at pogo or bad at maths. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Well, this is good because you've got to get them all right if you want to do dinner tonight.
Shall we just see how many I can do?
Yeah, let's see how many you can do.
I'll try and jump up onto that. How about that? Don't do it, Lee, don't do it!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I've got no idea what's going on.
So, having experienced it...
Yes.
Do you think he's telling the truth?
What do we think?
I didn't know they still did pogo sticks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Imagine how hard you could hit the ball with a spring-mounted snooker cue. I mean,
that's a good point.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking about this story?
The more I think about it, the more I think it wouldn't work, because the white ball's going to spin back.
No. We're talking now about the maths and the pogo.
Right.
Do you reckon it's true?
I think it's true that Chris is lazy.
I'm not really blind, it just gets me out of doing things.
Listen, tell me about it, mate. I do it all the time myself. How do you think I park so close to Sainsbury's?
I think he's lying.
You think he's lying?
I think he's lying as well.
You think he's lying? We'll go with my team and say he's lying.
OK, saying it's a lie. So, Chris, maths on the pogo stick. Was it true or was it a lie?
Pogo maths, copyright, Chris McCausland, 2020. True.
Oh! Sorry.
OK. Last year, at a charity dinner, I asked Prince William to fetch me a drink because I thought he was a waiter.
David's team.
So describe the scene. How many people are at this dinner?
30? Maybe 40?
OK.
Had you ever seen Prince William before?
I have, and I actually used to be such a big fan of him in the 90s when he still had hair.
Raj, I am so sorry. We invited her on the show. We had no idea. So what happened then? Talk us through the chain of events.
We were at... Oh, what's this place called? Balmoral.
What? What's this place called?
You were at Balmoral?
We were mingling. I always get really hungry at these events, and I'm just busy shoving my face into the canapes. And then I one got a little bit stuck in the wrong pipe. So I was half choking, basically.
Okay.
It was a terrible situation. So I just tapped on some shoulder, and, I mean, it was a balding man.
How did he respond?
He was like, oh, my God, here, are you OK? I was
Well,
just so embarrassed.
Let's reenact it. I'll be Prince William, of course, and you be you. So you start having your little coughing fit.
Yeah.
I'm just stood here talking to friends. I mean, it's an absolutely wonderful event. It really is, isn't it? Yes, I mean, gosh, crikey, gosh, I think it's...
You're doing Hugh Grant.
It's the closest I have to Prince William.
Right.
I do it as Ronnie Corbett.
Yes, I think that...
We're having a wonderful night. Imagine Lee is Prince William. Let's see if Lee will do this beautifully. Watch this.
Are you Welsh?
What?
So what are you going to say, David?
I'll tell you one of my issues with it.
Go on.
I have a few issues. Well, firstly, the location.
Yeah.
Balmoral.
Yeah. Now, that's...
You don't often see royals there, do you?
Well, no, but I don't think they hold many charity events for 50 people there. I think that usually happens at other places where the royals sort of come in and are the honoured guests.
What about Racing Raj? What do you think?
Well, I think she could have been there, but the fact is, for me, that she didn't recognise him.
Just another bald guy to her. Her words, not mine. So what's it going to be?
What do you think?
I think the location is the chink in the story, so I think maybe it's not true.
Yeah.
Not true.
We're going to go not true.
Saying lie?
Yeah.
OK,
Yeah.
Sophie, at Balmoral, truth or lie?
It is, of course, a lie.
It's a lie.
I once helped Damon Hill to Grand Prix success by presenting him with a pre-race snack.
David's team.
Well, it certainly tripped off the tongue.
Thank you.
What was the snack?
A scotch egg.
And is there a definite correlation between him eating that scotch egg and him being successful?
He felt that the scotch egg had helped him succeed in the race. He told me so.
Is Damon Hill a close friend, Bob?
No.
Then why were you giving him foodstuff?
Well, I'd been invited to the Grand Prix.
Which Grand Prix?
The British.
In which year?
Think.
1996, David, but I'm not willing to exclude 4 years either side of that. Put it this way, it was definitely one of the decades.
And do you like racing, then?
No, I'm not a Formula One fan.
Right.
I probably prefer soil science.
OK. Who was he driving for?
He was driving for a company that had very fast company cars.
So, why were you permitted access to a major racing driver?
Because his manager, Shane Tobacco... I can't remember his name.
Can't remember his name.
Shane, or whoever it was also with another bloke, benefiting from hospitality.
What was his name?
Let's say Top Heavy Ken. But I remember we went upstairs on the bus. Damon was there. He had a bed in there.
Like a sort of Winnebago.
Yeah. And it had, mugs with I love cars, I love handbrakes, I love headrests.
And this is the day of the race.
David, this is just like an hour and a half before the race.
An hour and a half before the race. You've turned up an hour and a half early, because even though you're more into soil science, you want to soak up the atmosphere with a good hour and a half of waiting before the televised traffic begins.
Yes.
So you turn up. The last thing Damon needs before a race is any quiet time. He just wants a bit of hubbub on his bus. Were there any other people there apart from you and Shane and Damon?
I was with my wife as well, yeah.
OK.
And...
Top Heavy Ken.
So me and the wife went up. I think when you go to someone's home or their Winnebago or whatever, you should... Do you know, like, if you're going to a dinner party at someone's house, you'll always take them a bottle of vinegar, yeah?
So your gift to thank him for the hospitality was a scotch egg?
No. I call it pocket meat. Whenever I'm away from the house, I have pocket meat.
Yeah.
That's it. I have, like, a chicken leg or pork pie. And I thought, I've got some pocket meat. It was a scotch egg in its cellophane. And I said, Damon, we all know that if you pop a sausage roll in an American's pocket, it brings him good luck. I said, maybe a scotch egg would work for a British fella like you. And I gave it to him.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, very much.
What, that if you put meat in an American's pocket...
Processed meat.
Have you ever heard of that?
Not really, no.
No.
It's all been a bit of a lot of talking. I've quite forgotten the original bit of the story. Did he eat said scotch egg before the race?
I'll never know, Samantha, but after the race, he said that he took the scotch egg round with him. He swore he did.
In the car?
I don't know whether he put it in the glove box on the passenger seat. Whether he ate it.
But, Bob, you're not claiming that he ate the egg.
All I would say is that when I was watching, when Damon went past, in his tailwind, a person next to me said, Damon's tailwind smelt really meggy, which of course is meat and egg. Meat and egg.
Okay. So, what are we thinking, Sam?
Do you know what? Sometimes stories are so mad that they've got to be true.
What I would say here is be wary when it comes to Bob.
Oh, OK.
Do you remember, David, that I think it was the last time Bob was with us, he told us Chris Rea told him to put an egg into his bath.
I can't even remember. Was that true?
No. But you believed it was true? Yes. Miles, what are you thinking?
Well, I think that you're sort of somewhat cynically using this as an opportunity to tout your kind of charms. And you're hoping to kind of drum up work, and then your agent's going to get lots of phone calls saying, well, would Bob Mortimer be able to sort of slip Gareth Bale a pasty and stuff like this? I think it's a lie.
You think it's a lie? But you think it's true?
I'm on the fence.
Oh, dear. This is a horrible situation. I don't know. My instinct is it's a lie. You're saying lie? OK. Yeah. Bob Mortimer. A lucky scotch egg for Damon Hill at the British Grand Prix. Truth or lie?
I was telling the truth.
He's done it again. It is an impossible situation. One egg thing's true, the other egg thing... How can I have disbelieved the wrong egg thing? So obviously what they'd make up some random thing about an egg and a long-departed 90s celebrity.
Is he dead?
He's not... No, he's not dead. He's just... You never hear from him. What does Damon Hill do now? He's probably into soil science.
For several months, I had to sleep on the floor because I'd given up my bed for a sunbed.
These two.
When was this, Claudia?
Yes. I think it was in the 90s.
Why did you give it up as opposed to just getting a sunbed?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, because...
Have a little read of it again if you need to.
No, I'm absolutely fine. Who needs a bed? I'll sleep on the floor. More important to be orange.
Was it...
Sounds like someone speed dating with an Oompa Loompa.
There you go.
Right, talk us through the process of how you got a sunbed.
Yeah, I didn't purchase one. I borrowed one for a bit for some money.
For what?
She's trying to say she rented one, I think.
That's what happened. I rented
So you rented a sunbed?
I rented. Hello, you want a sunbed? I'll give you some money.
Yeah?
Yeah, and then for a couple of months. Yeah, for several months.
How much was a sunbed in the 1990s?
Well, it was about £40 a month.
40 quid a month to rent a sunbed.
And they were called Sunbeds for Rental.
Wow, what a great name.
Yeah, .com.
In the 1990s.
No, it wasn't .com. Just hello, VHS, other things, toasties, and we put sunbeds. And hot
sunbeds,
biscuits.
toasties, and
That's what it was.
Pop-Tarts.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Where are you living? Have you set out into the world as a young Claudia?
I'm at university.
Oh.
Where were you at university?
Cambridge.
No.
No.
It's a lie. It's a lie.
What did you study?
History of art.
We could test her on that. Go on, Ed.
When was the first painting?
So where was this room? Was it in a campus block?
No, it was in a road.
Just a room in a road? Was it surrounded at all by a house?
It was in a house.
Did you sleep on the floor next to the sunbed?
Curled up like a mushroom. That's how I sleep.
Well, you're probably under the lamp too long.
Do you ever bring anyone back after a night out?
I had quite an unsuccessful love life at university.
Were they just men leaving more tanned than when they came in?
Kate, what do you think?
Well, it's tricky, isn't it? Because the way she's stumbling and hesitating could be a complete, red herring. Orange herring. I'm going to go lie.
The thing is, Claudia's been on the show many times before, and sometimes she tells the truth, sometimes she lies, but what I've learnt about her is she doesn't know what's going on in her own life.
Have you got one now at home?
No, because I found a new way.
What's the new way?
Being spray painted. Once a week, twice a week during Strictly.
I had a spray tan once.
You had a spray tan?
Yeah, when we did the trip to Greece, they wanted us to look a little bit tan before we went, so a girl came round to my house, set up what looked like a crime scene tent in the living room, put paper pants on me, and went...
She actually put them on you?
Well, I never get them on, dear.
Come on, lift your leg up.
Is she telling the truth or telling a lie?
I think we go true.
You think it's a lie, don't you?
I think it's a lie.
I think it is true.
You're going to say true? OK. Claudia, was it the truth or was it a lie?
It is true.
Possession.
There'll be a box at the side of your desk.
Yep.
Take the item out of the box, put it on the desk, and once you've done that, read the card if you would.
This is my sports bag, and halfway through signing it, I told Pele to put his pen down because I thought he was ruining it.
Please, team.
Well, that's very interesting. Is that a Brazil bag?
It's actually a New York Cosmos bag.
Oh, of course. So when did you meet Pele?
Well, Pele was the face of New York Cosmos. They paid him a lot of money to sort of front the rebranding of New York Cosmos. And
also the face of impotence.
Yes,
he is.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
Pele was put up for an interview.
What year was that?
Year? Probably about 2011.
So you already had that bag?
No. This was the bag that they gave you as like a goodie bag when you went to the press conference.
Was there stuff inside it?
There was some pencils and...
There were. There were some pencils.
There was
what did he say?
He said there was some pencils.
I meant to say there was a pencil.
Were there any pencils or not?
There were pencils in there.
All right.
Yeah.
See, there was pencils.
No,
There were some pencils in there and a flannel.
No, there were a flannel. May we have a look at the bag?
I'm told it's been sanitised.
But he's touched it now.
I've only touched the back handle.
I'm going to put my arm through it like this.
I've never seen you look more handsome.
OK. That's interesting.
If you look there, right, that says PE.
Well, it's a sports bag.
Exactly. Which is amazing, because the reason I didn't want him to sign it was because I wanted to use it in the gym, and now that's my gym bag with PE written on it, you see?
I mean, I understand the concept of not wanting a signature if you think the bag's better, but if he started it, is it not better to finish it than have just PE?
Right, so I'd taken a Brazil shirt with me.
For him to sign?
So I gave it to the great man, and he signed the shirt, full signature on the shirt. And I think it was like an all the best Dan Pele, OK?
I didn't know his first name was Dan.
I took the shirt, I turned and put it on my normal bag that I brought with me, and then when I turned back, the great man had my bag that he picked up, and without thinking, I said, "Not the bag, Pele." And,
what an idiot Pele is! Put the pen down, Pele, you maniac!
What must Pele have thought of you? Because this bag was given to you for free.
He sort of stared at me angrily, and then he said, "No one's ever asked me not to sign anything before."
Did he have a translator?
No, he spoke perfect English.
Really?
Yeah.
He does speak English.
Does he?
Yeah. Are you impotent? That's pretty good English if you know the word impotent. So, Dan, so at this point they're looking at you as if... And he said, no one has asked me not to sign something before.
Yeah.
What happens then?
I think we can see why he signed the impotence contract.
Yeah.
Someone just put it in front of him.
Dan, I don't understand why you didn't want Pele to sign a bag. Why?
Because I really like the bag.
Yeah, but imagine having a bag signed by Pele, waiting until, God forbid, one day he passes on to a better place, and selling it on eBay.
So do you have a lot of signed memorabilia by people and you're waiting for them to die?
Well, all that stuff I've got you to sign. All those Peep Show DVDs, I'm not watching them, that's for sure. So, what are you thinking? Sarah, do you think this could be true?
No, I don't think anyone would stop Pele signing their bag. I think it's a lie.
Mr. Motivator, MBE.
A lie.
OK. We're saying it's a lie.
It's unanimous. They think it's a lie. Dan,
yes.
It's a great story. Was it true or was it a lie?
I can tell you that the story is... true.
OK. I once had to interview Lady Gaga using an American accent because her manager told me there was no way she'd be able to understand my northern voice.
Can you repeat that? I didn't understand a word of it. So, your accent, you are from?
Blackburn, Lancashire. An exotic place.
I grew up in Blackburn.
Did you now?
Hey, maybe we were in the same year at school.
Unlikely. What school did you go to?
I went to a school that was confusingly called Everton High School, which is in Blackburn.
It's been abolished, though, hasn't it?
It's been demolished.
Demolished.
It's not been abolished. It's been demolished, and as is my dad's house, and as the house we lived in before that.
Oh, my
Because
God.
it's every comedian's dream to have a blue plaque outside a house, but they're just wiping all history of me.
Oh, my God. The hospital that I was born in has been knocked down as well, and now it's a block of flats across from what used to be where we used to go shopping, Quick Save. That's been knocked down too.
My mum used to work at Quick Save.
No
I hope she
way.
got out before they knocked it down. I haven't seen it for a while.
They've even knocked down the brewery.
Have they?
Oh, my
OK,
gosh.
I'm going to
So
step
cool.
in at this point
my
and just see if we can open the show out to people who didn't grow up in Blackburn.
Wow.
So, you were interviewing Lady Gaga.
Lady
Why?
Gaga.
Why were you... Shut up. Why were you interviewing Lady?
I was presenting a music TV show.
Of course.
And, yeah, she was promoting one of her brand-new singles.
I want to confirm you've met Lady Gaga.
Yeah, 100%.
Is she very little?
She's not very little.
How little?
I'd say she's about 5'6".
Pretty tall. Pretty tall, I must say. Statuesque, surely.
How far did you get into the interview before Lady Gaga said, I haven't understood a single word this lady has said to me?
I was chatting away, asking her loads of questions, really liked her outfit.
I just want a figure, just a number. Just a
OK.
just minutes.
I'd say, I don't know, like 2 minutes.
Was that 2 minutes mainly you talking about what in Blackburn had been demolished?
Yeah.
And when you did the American, did she do Blackburn from then on?
Lady Gaga! All right. What are you thinking?
Well, I think it's true because...
Why?
Well, because it's very plausible that AJ has interviewed Lady Gaga, and it's also plausible that Lady Gaga just doesn't understand more than one kind of accent.
Well, here's the thing. Can you understand what she's saying?
Yes, because I'm bright.
Right.
Lady Gaga, your songs are great, your outfits are tremendous, but not so good with the English. So...
Are you struggling to understand her Lancashire accent?
No. This is where I'm worried that it might not be true, because I think every
Very
word...
clear, isn't it?
It is pretty clear.
And the other thing about Americans is, I find, as someone from the north myself, that they think we're all posh. They just think everyone with an English accent is posh, so we all sound the same to them.
Mate, they do not think you're posh. Let me tell you that right now.
What are you going to say on behalf of your team?
Right. Well, I don't know.
I'm saying true.
True.
OK, we're going to go true, but I can't understand why Lady Gaga can't understand her accent.
All right, but you're saying true. OK. AJ, were you telling us the truth or were you telling us a lie?
I was telling you a lie!
Wow. It's a lie. AJ didn't interview Lady Gaga in an American accent.
I once had a race with another medical student to see who could wheel their patient to X-ray first, but in doing so, I tripped and I broke my own finger.
Right, David's team.
It does sound exactly like the sort of thing medical students do, doesn't it? So, paint a picture of the scene.
So I had a good friend called Andrew. We frequently, as medical students, would just... You're meant to pitch in and be useful any way you can.
And you thought a race was pitching in and being useful?
I thought taking the patient to X-ray was pitching in and being
Right,
useful.
OK.
Anyone in this room, once you're side by side with a friend, with a human, you both got a human in a wheelchair, you race.
I'm glad you were still thinking of them as humans.
But did they not look at you like, I've broken my leg, what are you doing?
No, I don't think they needed a leg X-ray. It might have just been a repeat chest X-ray or something like that. They're recovering from pneumonia. It was probably something... It was that kind of thing.
So their ability to breathe quickly at pace is better.
They're not racing. They're just sitting there. like a jockey. Like a jockey.
How did they respond to this kindness?
They were up for it.
They were up for it.
It's very boring being in hospital. You're waiting for discharge... You're waiting...
Oh, my God.
You're waiting to go home, and so a bit of action, the medical students are fun, we'd got to know them, bit of a race down the corridor.
So what happened then? You say you broke your finger. How did that happen?
I hadn't wheeled anyone fast before, and a wheelchair pivots hard, and so once I started to turn... to save the person in the chair...
Of course, you were in this to save lives.
To save the person in the chair, I then had to stop quickly and tripped over.
Did you have it X-rayed?
Yes.
Did you push ahead? Go, never mind these guys. This is just their second congratulations on kicking pneumonia X-ray. There's a total waste of public money, if you ask me. Do my finger.
Embarrassingly, I think I did.
So what do you think? Is he telling the truth, Roisin?
Yes.
Thank you. Roman.
I don't know if it's necessarily something that he personally did, or if it was something that he'd heard about that had maybe happened.
And he dines out on it.
Yeah, so I might go with a lie. I know, Roisin said this is down
I think
to
it's a
you.
lie as well now. I've changed my mind.
What made you change your mind?
Because it's a story. It's very conveniently about being a doctor. And that's what he is.
But thought about another way, because he is one, he might have stories about being one. You think it's a lie now?
What do you think?
I think it's true. I thought it was true from the start.
OK, they're saying it's true. Zan, truth or lie?
It is a lie.
I once got the giggles on the one show when I accidentally destroyed a priceless historical artefact.
Please do.
What was the priceless historical artefact?
It was a letter.
Which letter? There's 26 to choose from.
A written letter.
So who was the letter to and from?
To some soldiers from King George.
How did you destroy it?
So I was going through a little phase.
Was it that phase?
It was that phase, but it wasn't that phase.
Right.
It was a phase where I was drinking green tea. So I had a pint of green tea.
A pint?
A pint.
Proper old-school Welsh.
Doesn't matter what it is, it has to be in a pint.
Where were you hiding it on the set?
It was rehearsal.
Yeah, but...
So no need to hide.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I've seen the one show, and you rehearsed that.
I ate it. So, basically, the pint of green tea spilt all over the letter, and because, obviously, letters back in the day were written by, quills and ink, the green tea fell on the letter, and all the writing fell off.
And
fell off?
The writing fell off.
Well, it slipped off.
Well, it didn't slip off. It didn't slip off.
Well, it did.
So what happened then?
So the people from the museum who'd brought in the artefacts, the glove wearers, they start basically crying because
They cried?
Yeah, because it's a priceless letter. They were getting angry, and the more angry they got, the funnier I thought it was.
You laughed?
Well, I've got that thing, when things happen, I find it really funny. When you're not supposed to laugh. I think there's a name for it. It's called something.
Yes, insensitivity. All right. What do we think?
I think it's an out-and-out lie, and I don't think you'd laugh. And if letters fell off a page, I think you were just fantasising over Harry Potter.
Anna, what about you?
I'm going to say it's a lie.
I think it's true, because I think she screams incompetence. I'll go with my team and say it's a lie.
OK, so, Alex, they've said it's a lie. Was it the truth or was it a lie?
It's in fact true.
Yes, it's true. Alex did destroy a priceless historical artefact.
One Christmas, I accidentally put the wrong address in my mum's Satnav, and instead of driving to Lakeside, she drove all the way to the Lake District.
Right, David's team.
Geographically, where was the starting point?
Well, it was London, yeah. It was a long time ago. It was when the Satnav, remember it was called Tom Tom?
Actually, it wasn't called Tom Tom.
What was it called?
It was called Tom 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 Tom.
So I've always had slight dyslexia as a kid, so I sort of...
Oh, so maybe it wasn't a Tom Tom, maybe it was your MOT.
Could have been, yeah. I think I just put it in wrong. And
Yes, obviously that's not a detailed explanation of what went awry.
What would you like to know?
What did you type in the word Lakeside?
I stuck in LA, put in the first couple of letters, and then it predicts the word for you.
You put LA in, your mother drove off towards Los Angeles and went, stop. And you saved it with a K.
Yes.
And then you said, right, fine, that's fine. There can't be more than one place beginning LAK. It finished Lake Windermere. Off she drove.
No, I must have put in the lake, and then it filled the rest in, and I must have pressed Lake District, taking it for granted that.
And you are saying, with a straight face, that your mum, was it just your mother?
No, it wasn't my mum. It was my mum and her next-door neighbour, Debbie.
Right.
They just kept driving until it got dark. And then what my mum said is that they got so scared because it was just them two in the car and they didn't know where they were going. My mum doesn't know how to do the Satnav and all that business. That they thought it would be safer just to continue to where they were going and then just work out what to do the next day. So they went to the Lake District.
They arrived in the Lake District?
Yes. It took them like 6 hours. Yeah, they got
it took what? 6 hours?
Yeah, they took some wrong turns. So they had to get a hotel and stay in the lake. I swear...
Come on.
I'm telling you...
I have to say, we've been doing this show for many years and Rob has never in the middle of it gone, no!
So after about 3 hours in, they got so far that they weren't going to come back in the same day. They were going to continue and stay where they were.
Yeah.
Debbie phoned her husband, which I think they should have done a lot earlier because he's a cab driver.
Even if he wasn't, it would make sense, really, to make contact.
So what do they do, Joe? Did they stay over there?
They stayed over.
And then what?
I got a phone call.
Yeah.
They were fuming.
They must have been livid.
The thing was like that. My mum didn't know where anything was. She didn't know how to get to places. So she would follow that Satnav, regardless whether it took her into the sea. She'd be in the sea. She'd follow it.
And yet you put the destination in with such little care.
Well, I just didn't think I was going to... Honestly, when she told me, even I was surprised.
Even you didn't believe
the same questions as you asked, like, why didn't you come home? Why did you stay? None of it made sense to me either. But the one thing she said is that they were very scared, they didn't know where they were going, so they just carried on following the blue line to the end of the destination. And then in the morning, they worked out, I think they asked someone in the hotel that they had to stay in, and then the fella reprogrammed it to come back to London the next day.
Joe Lycett, what are you thinking?
I think it might be true. I can see real hurt in him.
It's doable. It is doable with the dyslexia thing.
If it's a lie and you pick up that card, you're not going to follow through on, yes, they discovered halfway through the journey that they were heading to totally the wrong place, but decided that the thing to do was to follow through on the entire journey. It's more plausible that it happened than that Joe invented that just now.
Basically, David said there's more chance your mother's stupid than you are creative.
I think we think true. I think we think true.
It's true that they drove all that way. Joe Swash, was it true or was it a lie?
Yeah, it happens, yeah.
Possession.
OK. There's a box at the side there. Take the item out and then read the card out.
OK, this is the item.
Oh, right, OK.
These are my Scrabble glasses. They don't have lenses in, but I wear them every time I play because they make me feel cleverer.
OK, let's see. Right, David's team.
So, when did you develop this Scrabble playing technique?
At university, I lived with some people who I didn't know very well, who were very competitive Scrabble players.
Did they wear glasses when Scrabbling?
They had actual glasses that they needed because their eyes weren't good.
You were in a hall of residence? Or
Yes.
And on your little hall of residence, there were how many Scrabble players?
4.
I can't believe that in a block of a hall of residence there were 4 intense university Scrabble players.
David's face. What else is there to do at university?
I wear glasses because, number one, it makes me look so good. Number 2, I actually don't need to wear them, really. But because it makes me look so good and clever.
Number 2 is very much like number 1, isn't it? Hang on.
So, to be clear here, the glasses are to make you feel more intelligent.
I am more intelligent with them on. I play a better game, I get better scores. That's science.
I've got a Scrabble question. What's a K worth in Scrabble?
It is worth 5.
Yes. What's,
But ask me now.
What's the point bonus you get if you use all 7 letters?
I don't know. It's 50.
Yes! She's got Scrabble knowledge, David.
So, what are you going to say, David? What do you think?
I'm going to say it's a lie.
Lie.
Sorry, David, I think it's the truth.
I'm going to go true. You're saying true?
Yeah.
OK, so, Sarah, truth or lie?
I'm going to keep these on while I tell you that it is... lie.
A singing coach once refused to give me lessons because he said my voice was so bad there was nothing he could do for me.
Please, team.
Gosh.
How old were you, Lou?
About 25?
So quite recently, then?
Yes.
I'm kidding.
Did you sing a song to exhibit your skills?
Yeah, he had a microphone in the middle of the room and said just, you know, belt out of tune to see where I was at, sort of musically.
What was this for?
I was in a band, yeah.
What was the band?
Jeff Leppard.
Jeff Leppard?
What is that? Is that a Def Leppard tribute band?
No, just five girls having a nice time.
But it wasn't a tribute band.
We did 3 of our own Jeff Leppard songs, and we did 1 Def Leppard song as a nod.
Do you remember the titles of any of those songs?
Yeah, Rocking in the Evening with my friend called Stevening.
I didn't know that was one of yours.
How did that go?
Rocking in the evening with my friend called Stevening.
I mean, the range is incredible.
You couldn't let the producers know that Lou's having a breakdown, could you?
Was it the band's idea to send you for singing lessons?
Yeah, so it's
and
just
how
me.
did that conversation go? Was it awkward?
No, because I knew that I was sort of limited in certain areas. I was a great front man. What do you call it? A front lady? That sounds rude.
You're a great band, but I don't like the look of your front lady.
What song did you do at the lesson?
It was the one from Mannequin. And, you know... I'll just sing it, and then you'll know it. And we can build this dream together.
There were certainly some of the notes.
I think I need to stop you there, Rob. It's true. Yeah, but she could be good at acting. Perhaps she's got the voice of an angel and she's lying.
Yeah. La 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 la.
I don't know, Les.
I now think it's a lie.
I think it's a lie.
You think it's a lie? I'll go with my team.
OK, saying it's a lie. Lou, truth or lie?
True.
Yes, it's true.
Once, while trying to impress a date, I landed flat on my back in a flower bed.
David's team.
What were you doing to try and be impressive?
It was actually leaving the date.
Oh.
I accidentally left from a great height.
When you said that, I thought, like, being on your back was what you were doing to impress them. Like,
No,
getting
I'm not
on
that
your
kind
back.
of girl, Laura.
OK.
Laura, everything isn't Love Island.
I'm confused as to where I am.
Laura, you say you're confused about where you are. Just look to your left. You know you're not on Love Island.
Now, tell me, Maisie, where did this happen?
This was in New Zealand.
New Zealand?
Yeah. I got to know a guy out there, and he asked if I wanted to go back and see his record collection. Behave. We got talking about music, and we went back to his house to listen to records. But he tried to play guitar along to the record.
He sounds like an awful human being.
So I decided I'm gonna head off.
Was that the difference between fancying him and not? The fact that
when
he
he
got the
played guitar
out?
along to the record.
You would not like to go around to his house.
So I called a taxi and sat on. I was perched on the window with the window open, And I thought, it's arrived, it's outside, and I went, thanks very much, see you later. And because I thought we were on the ground floor, I thought I'd just swing my legs over the window and run across the lawn.
Which floor were you on, Maisie?
So if the windows...
18th floor. You forgot the 19 minutes going up in a lift. No, see, one floor up.
What? One floor, but
Yeah.
I just forgot that. We've been
climbed the
chatting for a
steps
while.
in a state of high arousal and therefore forgotten about them. Is that right?
You should write erotica.
Who's to say I don't? I have many names online.
50 Shirts of Grey. That's what
So I got a text saying your Uber's outside. I said, see you later then, and sort of twirled round, and at that moment I clocked out it was not on the ground floor.
You fell an entire story.
Or she made up a whole story.
What happens once you leave the window ledge and you're in the air?
I just remember landing on the small of my back because I was so winded I couldn't speak, and he appeared out of the window and was like, oh, blimey, why'd you jump out the window?
Now again in a New Zealand accent.
And so then I had to commando crawl across the garden with him watching from above.
Was he still playing the guitar?
And what was the taxi driver doing? He must have seen this.
He didn't do anything. He just wound down the window and was like, just so you know, the meter's running.
All right, David's team, what are you thinking?
The mechanics of the situation doesn't add up for me, so lie.
Laura?
I just don't know why you didn't land on your face. I don't get why you landed on your back. And that's the reason why I think it's a lie.
You see, I think it's true.
Do you?
Interesting.
But if my teammates say it's a lie, we'll go lie.
Maisie, were you telling the truth or were you telling a lie?
That was true.
Well done.
I used to practice skiing by strapping myself to the roof of a speeding car.
Right, please, team.
Is this how you lost your hair?
Might have something to do with it.
So, OK, when was this?
Oh, back in the late 70s, early 80s. I was a skier.
What, a professional skier?
Yes.
Were you?
Before you were an antiques guy?
Yes.
And you learned that on a car?
No, it was part of my training. We didn't have a lot of money, so we wanted to get used to going fast.
Where was
so we
this?
used to strap up in Austria.
In Austria?
Right, because there are no mountains in Austria where you could practice.
Are you talking about a professional skier in events, or you mean you taught people to ski?
No, I also raced around Europe.
I'll tell you what, if he's lying and he just added in, I was a professional skier, he's risking it, isn't he?
Yeah.
Because we're going to ask him questions. And
Yeah.
Who was the best downhill skier in the 80s?
Franz Klammer.
Not you!
Franz Klammer.
I will never know.
So why wouldn't you use the mountains in Austria, then?
Well, for two reasons.
What are they?
One is I would have been a danger on the slopes.
Are you not a danger when you're strapped to a car on a road?
No, we weren't on a road.
Oh, where were you?
A racetrack. Well, it's actually a trotting track. It's for horses that trot round the...
And how'd you learn to ride them? Did you put the horse on top of the car and then get on top of the horse? You were never on a public road, were you?
No.
There was never any situations where the driver forgot and thought, oh, I'll just pop into this underground car park for a minute. What was the second reason? You never got to that.
We didn't have the money either.
But you had the money for a car and the hiring of a racetrack.
We didn't have to hire the racetrack. The car was thrown in, as it were. It was a special car because it had to have a very long roof rack.
What are you practising?
The feeling of speed.
So what sort of speeds are we talking about?
We tried to get to speeds between 60 and 80 miles an hour.
No.
And all this holding you on is the boots attached to the skis?
Yes.
And what sort of pose, now, then, are you doing? Could you show us the kind of position you would assume?
I'd start standing up, and then I'd get down into this position with my
on the top of the
here,
car.
Like this.
How long is the journey?
We just keep going around the track till, we're tired.
How are you telling the driver?
Yes, that's a good point.
Because you're on top of a car going at 60 miles an hour. And you're thinking, I'm knackered here, and so...
Well, I've got poles, and we had a system where you would just bang the car.
Oh, come on! One bang for stop, 2 bangs for a snack.
What are we thinking? Sophie, could he be telling the truth?
It's a 9 from me. It's a lie.
I don't know what you learn. What's that training used to do in a car? Because if you're on a ski slope going, oh no, I'm 60 miles an hour, I think I'm going to crash into the tree. Oh, I know. I'll tap on the window. Oh, no, there is no window. Doesn't work. What are you training to do?
Well, you know, just get used to the speed.
Right, what's your team going to say, Lee?
It's a lie.
Do you think it's a lie?
Lie.
We're going to go lie.
You're saying it's a lie. Raj, was it true, or were you telling a lie?
I was, in fact, telling the truth.
Can I just say before you start, this whole thou shalt not lie, let that go for a couple of hours.
One Sunday, I embarrassed myself in front of the entire congregation after too many cups of communion wine.
David's team.
So, cups of communion wine. Had you over-catered and you had to finish it up?
Yeah, basically that's what happens. So the rule is that if you bless the wine, it then has to be reverently consumed, is the phrase. So you have to finish it. I guess where it comes from is that, you know, once it's blessed, it sort of changes, if you like. It's not just normal wine anymore.
Well, as usual, the issue of transubstantiation has come up on the show. So, obviously, if it's the blood of Christ, you can't just pour that down the sink. You've got to drink it. Because Christ wants all of his blood finished up.
Yeah. So I had, like lots of vicars, I look after lots of churches, and so I had lots of services that day.
Well, that must be very difficult.
Yeah, well, there's lots of dashing about.
You say it's difficult. It's only one day a week, isn't it? I mean, the hours are good, aren't they?
You can fall out with people, you know.
Not if you're full of forgiveness.
So how many have you got under you?
Well, at that point, I had 3 churches that I looked after, and so I had an 8 o'clock service, a 9:30 service and an 11 o'clock service. I finished the 8 o'clock wine, and then I finished the wine at the 9:30 service, and I'd not had any breakfast that morning.
Oh.
So at 11 o'clock, I'd given all the wine out, like you do.
Given some of the wine out, polished off the rest of it.
I'd misjudged how many people might come up for the wine.
Yeah.
And
well,
so
they're probably scared of the drunken woman, aren't they?
If you're having a bit of blood, would you not line your stomach with a bit of body first?
You'd think, right? I finished the wine, and I looked down at the cup at the same time, and there's a little floater of bread that someone had spat back into the
no.
and that sort of made me feel a bit queasy, and so I excused myself at that point, and I went to the church loo.
Oh.
And so I was unwell.
Oh, no.
Yeah. OK.
Into the loo.
But you didn't embarrass yourself. You go off, you come back. Divine.
Oh, yes. Where is the embarrassment?
In the eyes of God.
I got to the loo, and I had my microphone still turned on. And that went out on the church PA system.
The acoustics in some of those medieval buildings, the sound of vomiting would echo down from all the angels, the stained glass. It would be like God himself was vomiting.
I'm wondering if, like, afterwards, did any of your congregation have a nickname for you or make fun of you, like, in subsequent weeks?
They thought I was pregnant.
And did you use that as an excuse to make you look better?
Well, I wouldn't say I used it, but I didn't carry tables for a few days and move chairs.
Sarah, what are you thinking?
My instinct is telling me that it's a lie, because I think she's more in control than that.
Obviously, I believe the thing that you've got to finish up the blessed wine. You can't just put the cork back in it. It's very difficult.
I think it's a lie.
You think it's a lie?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's impossible to know. All right. We're going to go lie.
All right, you're saying lie.
Might be true. We accept that it might be true, but we're going to go lie.
So, Kate, was it true or was it a lie?
It was true.
Yay! Well done, Kate.
Sorry.
Last year, I bought a suit of armour from an antique shop. Then had to wear it home on the train because it was easier than carrying it.
David's team. OK. Where was the antiques shop?
It was in a street near Leicester Square. There's a little side passage full of antique shops and the like.
Were you planning to buy a suit of armour that day?
Absolutely not. I mean, who does?
Why did you buy it?
Well, there was people firing arrows at me. They're on fire. What are you supposed to do?
So
we've all done it. We've all been to London.
Were you planning...
Watch a show, have a kebab, then it starts, doesn't it?
Were you planning to buy an antique that day?
No, I was not planning to buy anything, but I've always fancied a suit of armour.
What sort of suit of armour was it? From what era? From what...
Oh, it was a proper original one from the 1950s.
Was it a sort of theatrical prop, perhaps?
That's exactly what it was. It was from a show...
Yes.
In the West End.
In the West End. What was it called?
It might have been A Room for Two Nights. And this was just one of the costumes. I don't know where the other one went. It was on display. I went in, I looked at it, and I said, "Is this for sale?" He said, "No, but if you make me an offer, I might consider it." I made him the offer, he considered it. And then he said, "Now let's get back to buying the costume." And then I got excited with my purchase. So I said, "I'll take it now." He said, "It's heavy." I said, "I think I can manage." And he jokingly said, "You could always wear it home." And I thought, hang on. That's not only a purchase, that's a story for Would I Lie to You? So I said, "Do you mind if I get changed and I'll go home in it?" He said, "All right then." And that's what happened. I got changed and out I went like that.
How long is your entire journey, door to door, from the shop to your home?
Well, usually in normal clothes it's about, I'd say it's about an hour.
Yeah.
This took 3.5 days.
What do you think? Is he telling the truth? I think it's a lie. I would love it to be true, but it's a lie.
You can't get underground with a lot of shopping bags.
So AJ thinks it's a lie. Joel thinks it's a lie. I think, David, you're thinking it might be true?
It's a lie.
Oh, God, no. No, I think it's a lie.
Lee, truth or lie?
It is, in fact, a lie.
Yay!
Every morning, I wash my face with sparkling water.
David's team.
What brand of sparkling water?
To be honest, I don't actually have a brand. I have the machine at home, the bubbler machine. So
like a soda stream.
Soda streamers.
Right. So do you have this machine in the bathroom?
No, my routine is I wake up, put my little under-eye masks on, go down to the kitchen, bubble my water, come up, wash my face, and then get in the shower.
That's exactly the same as Rob's routine.
Well, I do bubble my water, but I think it means something else.
Why? Why do you do that?
Why do I do it? Well...
What's the point in having fizzy water on your face?
I read once that if you use fizzy, bubbly, sparkly water on your face, it opens up the pores for whatever cleanser or face wash you're going to use, gets in there as really good like that.
We have a medical man, and I don't mean Lee. We've got Zand here. Is there any truth? I've never heard that. Is there truth in that?
It's interesting, Rob. At medical school, there is no lecture on preparing your face for cosmetics with spark. It's like not a thing.
All right, smart Alec. I was elevating you with that question, but if you want to have combat with me for the rest of the night, you are very welcome to it, my friend.
That's quite a complex skin routine. Are you taking the fizzy water away with you? My, travels for work a lot.
Yes.
You travel for work a lot.
What do you do when you're travelling for work?
In every hotel minibar, there is a fizzy water.
She's got us.
So you go to a machine. What do you put the water in to bring it to the sink?
Just like a bottle of water, empty bottle of water or a big mug. Just do a couple scoops.
You see, I would worry that my pores... I mean, my pores might be different, but I would worry that my pores... the sort of acridness of the fizz would make my pores close up in fear.
That did sound like the start of a really bad advert that you were doing for skin cream. The acridness of the fizz makes me fearful. But now, with oil of Ulay...
Right, what are you thinking? Is Maya telling the truth, or is it a lie?
My bit is the details, is the bring in the water. She said a bottle or a mug, a mug is that much water. That's not doing a face. And then you put the stuff on.
No, but it's
and
just whatever's next to the sink. You know, sometimes you might have an
if
empty
you're doing it
Evian.
every day, you'd have a set system. But
Yeah, it's exactly. It's a very fastidious process that you're undergoing. But the idea that, oh, I don't know, that had a lasagna in it yesterday. Fine, I'll use that.
So what are you going to say?
Instinctively, I think it's a lie.
You're saying it's a lie?
We're going to go lie.
OK. Maya, truth or lie?
It is... a lie!
Oh, yes, OK.
I once had a fight with a flamingo and won.
Last Christmas, the biggest family row in the Lycett household was over how many doofs there are in the EastEnders closing theme tune.
Oh.
Lee Mack's team.
So you mean the bit just before the music starts, I think, I mean, obviously, you know, you were in EastEnders.
Yeah, but I never actually got myself a doof.
Oh, no.
I was there for 6 years, no doof.
You never had a doof?
I did. I had one doof, and Wendy Richards was in it. And then when they took it to the edit, they zoomed in on her and cut me out of the doof. How many doofs did your family decide there were?
So, it was a generational gap. So
Yes.
me and my sister thought there were 8, because there are 8. My parents thought there were 7.
Give us your 8.
Doof.
Oh, I think you're wrong.
Excuse me, though.
No,
that can't be. That's not how many doofs there are.
Yeah.
That's how many doofs there are. If the unit is doof, then there are 4.
He does have a point, you know.
David has never been invited to someone's house for Christmas.
I think you stuck too many doofs in there.
Go on, you do it.
Doof.
No, that's not it.
You were in the show! Did you, at the end of the night, find out exactly how many doofs there were, or did you just leave it, we're right, you're wrong, without no
Yeah, basically, we didn't rewind.
So we don't
were on
actually know
something else.
right now with 8.
Well, we do. It's 8. It is 8.
You ain't really checked it, have you?
Yeah, I have.
You have checked it?
But you didn't because check it at the time. I've watched EastEnders and I know...
But I've watched EastEnders, but I don't ever...
I don't think you have.
I think there's only 3, because I think the fast ones at the end aren't doofs, they're something else.
Like a little...
I'm sort of with Joe. I think it's probably 2 to 2.5 doofs, or 4 to 5 doofs.
What's a
before
half
the
doof?
nature, the nature of the noise changes such that it can no longer be labelled either a doof or a half
Agree.
doof.
So, yes. Well, bearing that in mind and knowing your love for music, give us your rendition, then, of the end drum.
Now, I feel that would be... I'd be humiliated.
Would you like me to give you a lead-in, a dramatic moment?
No, thank you.
This is Elsie, who works in a laundry.
Who's Elsie? She was never in EastEnders.
She's a character that I've created.
Well, what about Dot Cotton? Come on,
Yeah,
her.
you look a bit like Dot Cotton.
You do a bit.
You've got...
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm going to try it.
Oh.
I think that's Mick Jagger you're doing it.
I don't know what's happened to my laundry. It's gone somewhere.
Doof.
All right. What do you think?
Well, that sounds like the washing machine's broken.
See, I think after about 5 minutes, I would have just gone to the YouTube and had a little look on there. I think he's lying.
I always like to go counterintuitive, so I'm going to say I think he's lying as well. Yeah.
OK, I'm going to have to say lie.
You're going to have to say lie. OK, Joe Lycett, truth or lie?